everybody, and welcome to Culinary Arts and Consumer Education at Thurston Middle School. Today we are going to learn how to make chicken and vegetable quesadillas. They're super easy to make with some shortcuts that we are using. So look down here, I have set up the ingredients. We have with us a tortilla. We are using a whole wheat flour tortilla. You could use any kind that you like. We have some cooked chicken. This is already cooked frozen chicken that we are using, and we can use vegetables of our choice. I have red peppers and green peppers. We have some refried beans, the canned refried beans. I have some oil. Here's some Mexican seasoning to spice up the chicken, and some Mexican cheese. So first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to preheat the frying pan, and it's right here, and I already turned it on medium heat so that the frying pan is ready when I'm ready to add the quesadilla to it. So I want it to be preheated. So first thing I'm going to do is cut up a small amount of vegetables that I'm planning to use. So first cut up a section of the pepper, and then run your knife through it like this, and use as much as you like or as little as you like, okay? One thing I also want to do is reheat the chicken with the Mexican seasoning, because this kind of pre-cooked chicken, and you can use rotisserie chicken at home if you want, can sometimes be very bland, but which is in a way a good thing because you can spice it up the way you want. So I'm just going to add about a teaspoon or so of the Mexican seasoning and sprinkle it on top of this, and then put this in the microwave, stir it around a little, and put this in the microwave for just maybe a minute or less if you're using a smaller amount. So I'm going to put this in the microwave. And here I'm going to get the vegetables ready. Now I want a small section of the green pepper as well. So I'm going to hold it like this, cut a section, and run your knife through it like this. Now if you like your vegetables soft, you can also put the vegetables with the chicken in the microwave. But I don't mind the vegetables when they're crunchy in the quesadilla, so I'm just going to keep them like this. And once the chicken comes out, I'm going to put it in the quesadilla. So here's the tortilla. What I want you to do is brush the tortilla on one side with olive oil, like this. And then flip it over. And now I'm going to start by adding some refried beans, and you can skip this if you don't like refried beans. Refried beans are great vegetarian protein, so you can always add them. I'll put a little bit of cheese because cheese acts like a glue for the other toppings that are going to go on top. And now you can add your chicken and your vegetables. I heard the microwave beep, so the chicken's done. You can also add some green onions or regular onions to it. So I'm going to put some cheese on it. And then put more cheese on it. And this cheese will act like the glue. Now I think the only tricky part of making the quesadilla is actually the part where you have to put it in the pan, and even trickier than that is actually flipping it. So I'll show you that. So I'm going to fold it over like this. Just the half moon shape is easier to work with. I'm going to press it down a little so that everything stays together. I'm going to put it on the spatula like this and bring it onto the frying pan. Keep your paper plate away. I'm going to slide it on. Okay, and that's it. The frying pan is already been preheating. So this is going to take about 2 minutes on each side. If you have a preheated frying pan that's on medium heat. So the reason I'm pressing it is just to get the cheese to melt a little. One safety thing I want you to remember is oftentimes students don't watch their wrists, and when they're pressing it, their wrist actually starts touching the edge of the frying pan, so be aware of that. Be careful about that. Now, here's a technique I want to teach you about how to flip the quesadilla. So for that, I want you to remember the hug position. So see, like this, where your two hands are going to go around this frying pan, almost like you're in the hug position. So you're going to use one hand to hold the handle, and the handle is on this side. Then you're going to turn your quesadilla this way so that the open side of the quesadilla is towards the spatula. And then you're going to slide the spatula from the other side. And you're going to use a little bit of gravity to slide the quesadilla onto this, like this. So that way it's easier for you to flip the quesadilla. Now I see kids doing this all the time, like they're going to hold this frying pan like this and try to flip it this way, or they try to pick it up in the air. And what happens is occasionally that works, but sometimes what happens is that the quesadilla kind of falls apart, and it's not a big deal. You can always eat that, it'll still be yummy. But this would help you a little in trying to avoid that falling apart of the quesadilla. So once again, hold the handle in one hand, hold the spatula in the other hand, and it's almost like you're in the hug position. Lift up the handle a little, insert the spatula from the open side, slide it on, and when you see it's almost halfway on, then try to flip it, okay? Now you want the quesadilla to have a nice golden color. So you want to cook it at least 2 minutes on each side. And I didn't put any extra oil on it because we had already put oil on this side. So you don't really need extra oil, but if you want, you can put a tiny bit more on the frying pan, just about a teaspoon I'd say. And I'm going to again press it just a little. And if you feel like, oh, this side doesn't look the color that I want it to be, you want your quesadilla to be nice and crispy. So give it time. And if you feel that it's not done, you can always flip it back one more time. Now sometimes you're unsure, like, oh, has it been 2 minutes? Should I flip it now? If you're unsure, you may want to bend your knees, use the spatula like this, lift it up a little and see, oh, I don't see a golden color yet, so I'm going to wait. So now I think that side is done, but I think that this side could use a little more nice golden color. So I'm going to turn it around this way once again and then flip it on this side. So tilt it halfway on the spatula and go like this. Look at this color. This is the kind of color you want. You want it to be a nice golden color, and you want it to be nice and crispy. So I'm going to give this side 30 more seconds probably, and then take it out. So the quesadilla is ready to come out. I'm going to take it out. So once again, pick it up like this and put it on a plate. And you can use a pizza cutter to cut it, or you can use a knife. Okay. And then you can eat it with some other yummy things. We have some sour cream here. We use a little bit of sour cream. We have some salsa. We also have some lettuce. And you can use some cut up avocados. That would be awesome. So this is your yummy, easy quesadilla. You can make it with rotisserie chicken. We have used some other shortcuts. Do try it at home and tell me when you make it.